Welcome to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your support. Coaches normally tell their players that keep your eyes on the ball. And that is what I also want to tell Kenyans, that we must keep our eyes on the ball. So I'm not going to, in the spirit of keeping my eyes on the ball, I'm still going to delve deep on the tax question on Uhuru and Moi families that now William Ruto has brought forth for a discussion. I read the Nation newspaper today, and they're reporting that UDA is saying that people who evaded taxes during Uhuru Kenyatta's reign are funding Raila Odinga's rallies. That is their position. What I am also challenging the proponents of this that tax evasion, if you want to succeed, then you cannot apply it selectively. On that ground, the president must look left, right, and center, and also just find out around him how many people are evading the taxes. I don't want to defend Uhuru Kenyatta, Uhuru and Moi family, but I believe that there are many other tax evaders that we must also deal with. The conversation about everyone paying taxes is a good one. In fact, if that is what is going to help us turn around our economy, then why not? But I want us to go factual a bit and get the gist of the fact. Yesterday night, this screenshot emerged, and it was shared by the UDA bloggers led by Dennis Itumbi. There is a clause that allegedly exempts His Excellency Mzee Jomo Kenyatta and His Excellency Daniel Toroitip Arap Moi from exercise estate duty from inherited properties. Now, even if you Google, you'll find this screenshot. You'll find this article. Law that exempts Kenyatta and Moi families from the estate tax. Did you know that there exists a law that exempted the Kenyatta and Moi families from paying taxes on inherited land? Of course, I have looked at it. It is an estate duty cap 483 of 1963. I may be wrong. It started way back, and I'm wondering because it was repealed in 2012. In 2012, Raila Odinga was a prime minister, Mwai Kibaki was the president, Uhuru Kenyatta perhaps was in the finance docket and was the deputy prime minister, Musalia Mudavadi was the deputy prime minister. I think William Ruto had been just out of government by then. And it says that whenever any person dies, commencement of this act, a tax known as estate duty shall save as if he is therein provided and levied on the properties. So this is here with us, and it started way back. It has been, of course, it's a law that was there to exempt them from paying the taxes. Now, just reading that article further, I got an interpretation from lawyer Apollo Mboya. He's saying that Moi, he's saying, according to lawyer Apollo Mboya, that the families cannot be held to pay the tax as demanded. It will be a tough task because what if the estate has changed hands and or transferred to other parties or demarcated over a period of time? Now, Mboya is also saying that President Ruto is telling President Ruto that for the families to pay the tax estates, the Gazette notice had to be cancelled. It had to be cancelled. Now, they will be acting on retrospect if they impose those taxes on the families. They will have to appeal the notice to be cancelled, after which the families will start to pay from the period in which the Gazette notice was cancelled. Now, that is it. Kama hauko umelipa for all those years, you'll have to go to parliament to cancel the Gazette notice. That can be done by Waziri. Then they start paying from that time. So ukicancel leo, they start paying from today. It's not going to be backdated. That's what Waziri is saying. Now another lawyer is saying, actually Boy is saying that this was only politics at play and government should focus on the reports from the Office of the Director of Prosecution on individuals that have evaded tax. Equally, Lawyer Charles Kanjama disclosed that any gazetted tax exemptions under either income tax, VAT, or customs can easily be reversed by the Cabinet Secretary if no longer appropriate. Now, that is where we are. Indeed, we agree there is a law that exempts them from paying the tax. Then, when Raila held the rally, we are told that Uhuru is funding those rallies so that he can exempt himself from paying taxes. I want us to, and that's why I decided to face the factual aspect of it. If this is supposed to take an intervention or cancelling by Parliament or Waziri, then what does it have to do with Raila? Because number one, Odinga family is not mentioned in it. And it's about Kenyatta and Uhuru family. Now, do you want to tell me that Raila is going to those rallies for that, to protect Moi and Uhuru family? Kwani nyinyi mnabeba Raila aje? Azina aje, you know? So, this is my point. President Ruto already, if this is a law and you can repeal it, that's what you do. It has nothing to do with the rally in. Now, if what does repealing that gazette or cancellation of that gazette have to do with the decision to repealing that gazette notice have to do with that rally? Now, if you look at it, initially we were told that they don't want to pay the taxes and that's why they're calling demonstrations. Now, this is it. And I believe that on the tax question, even if Ruto is going to collect excess duty, estate duty, it's going to be an income to government. President Ruto, this is not going to solve our problem if you still collect more from those estates, like bado umeongeza token. For this to get the catch of the public, here is that you tell us that if I collect the 1.2 trillion or the billion from Uhuru Kenyatta's families, then Uhuru Kenyatta and Moi families, then I'm going to reduce, it's going to help you reduce the price of what XYZ. Without that, it's lacking the spark. And then this is what I've realized. Just making my honest assessment of the whole thing. William Ruto just wants to blackmail Uhuru Kenyatta. And indeed, the talk that he's unmoved by Raila's rallies is just a poetic talk. What is going on here? This is a trigger that he's pulling so that he can ask Uhuru Kenyatta to implore on Raila to go slow on those rallies. This has nothing with Uhuru sponsoring those rallies to stop it. There is no way a rally in Jacaranda can stop Waziri from recalling a gazette notice or Parliament from repealing that section when they have the numbers in Parliament. That's it. So in fact, it's reverse psychology. William Ruto is pulling this trigger so that when it becomes a debate, he will tell Uhuru Kenyatta to implore on Raila. It's the other way around. That is it. But that is the point here is the Kenyans must keep eyes on the ball. I don't think the millions that went there, they went there because they knew. And in fact, it's too late because did they know these stories of tax and here, tax there? Did they know? They didn't know. What they knew is there is a high tax on token on KPLC, and that's why things are up. They know there is high taxes. They may not know the quantity, but they know there is over taxation. That's why the prices of goods are up. That's it. Now, this is a populist move by the UDA team to endear himself to the population because he has realized that Raila is swinging with the population. So he wants to portray an image here that I am defender of the people and Raila is defending the dynasties. So me, I am the defender of the people. In fact, it is just people call it political, get it, because it is just a it is just a narrative for political persuasion. Kwamba, me, these people, I am defending the population. I am defending my people. That, in short, is what is going on. Number 3, President Ruto is determined to sustain the dynasty narrative. The dynasty narrative is one that was used last time. And now it starts developing. And I think from what it goes, he has already realized that the Raila you see now is the Raila we know. For some of us who know Raila, that is the Raila we know. And Raila who goes with the people. If you follow his rallies, you realize that there is a breed of young people, the Nurus and the Gauchos, that are given microphone and are in the front line. So, you know the reason why he's now trying to bring that group on fold? He wants to endear himself to the population. Now, that's a position that Ruto is losing. So what he has opted to do is to brand those rallies as to bring in the dynasty story so that the dynasty story will still push Raila to the core, to the periphery. Could be. I may be wrong. Maybe Ruto has sat down and realized kwamba Kenyatas and Mois are owning giant estates. And so, my question is this. If they are to come on table and there is a counter offer for him to get, do you think he will turn it down? Ask yourself. So that's the question. It could be a matter of, I want a share. That's my take.